Chase Daniel and Drew Brees breaking down Derek Carr's film. This has been a highly requested video here on the channel. A lot of commenters asked, when are you going to do it? When are you going to watch the Chase Daniel Drew Brees video? You ask, I deliver. Now, I mean, JT O'Sullivan has to be absolutely punching air right now. JT YouTube channel is blowing up. He made his big Derek Carr videos everywhere. He was being interviewed. We reacted to it. And then these two come in, the Legion of Doom. They come in and they try and ruin JT O'Sullivan's hype and steal their thunder. Before we get into the video, how about this? Drew Brees has a YouTube channel. This is in the description of the video. Drew Brees, shooting the breeze. One video, 705 subscribers. Game winner with Drew Brees. I mean, this is unbelievable. Drew Brees, legend of the game, absolute stud. You know, I mean, in my opinion, the second best quarterback to ever live. And he decides, you know what I need to do? I need to give this YouTube thing a shot. I mean, we're like a month away, ladies and gentlemen, from Drew Brees streaming Fortnite live on Twitch. Unreal social media nowadays. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Chase Daniel and Drew Brees breaking down Derek Carr.
What's going on, everyone? Chase Daniel here. Drew Brees over there. Sponsored by Launch Hydrate. Today we have a special one. Okay, Drew wanted to get in. We're breaking down Derek Carr and the Saints. We got some Taysom Hill snaps in there as well. And really the narrative of this is like they are playing really well right now, right, Drew?
Man, they're rolling. They've found their rhythm. I think hitting on all cylinders. Olave, Shaheed, Mike Thomas, weapons outside. Juwan Johnson is healthy. He's been a difference maker. Alvin Kamara's Alvin Kamara.
What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Look, listen. Has the Saints offense improved? Absolutely. Don't smile at me like that, Drew. Has the offense improved? Yes. But are they firing on all cylinders? I certainly hope not. If the Chicago game was this offense firing on all cylinders, that ain't good. Okay, that is not good at all. We have +5 in turnovers, and we won by 7 at home. So the offense is absolutely better than it was beginning of the year, no doubt about that. But we are not that far away, ladies and gentlemen. We are not that far away from when we were averaging 15 points a game. You know, so I understand that Drew is going to be highly positive about the team, and that's fine. And I don't want to be negative. I want to be positive. I'm a positive guy right now when it comes to the team. I said 11 wins. I said 12 wins, division title. I believe in this team. I still think we can compete for the NFC. I really do. But I think it's disingenuous when people are asking for your breakdown, and the first thing you tell me is, man, this offense is absolutely humming, absolutely purring right now.
But honestly, Taysom Hill is really the MVP, especially here as of late. Opportunities at the quarterback position, obviously what he does, all over the field. But I think you're going to see that in the film today for sure.
Yeah, when Taysom gets involved, it's a special offense. We got to.
These two, the audio, I can't get over how low the audio is from Drew. I mean, we couldn't spring for a second microphone to start y'all's YouTube career. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if their audio is coming in low. I've got it as loud as I can get it. So this is just on their end.
Special one today. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Here you go. First play of the game right here. Motion and short motion, Juwan Johnson. You can tell they're in a single high look. And a great play to get your best receiver started early, okay? So all this is a little hook route. Okay, you got a little slant, 5 to 7 step slant route, and he's working the right side. And that's the biggest thing that we've talked about on this channel before is, like, does Derek Carr make the right decisions? When he knows where he's going with the football, he's special, okay? And so all he has to worry about right here is this hook curl defender. They're in a cover 3 look, as you can tell, one high safety.
Sean McVay has always been really good at this. And I think good offensive coordinator – Kyle Shanahan's good at this. They simplify the offense for the quarterback and in order to enable their success. And I think when we can do that with Carr, we have seen him be really good. You know, when all he's got to do is one thing, that seems to be when we're really successful. When he starts to change all kind of stuff at the line and he's doing all kind of different things and we start to get kind of discombobulated, that's when the offense seems to slow down. And what Chase is outlining here is that this is a pretty simple look for Carr. He's focused on really one thing. He's focused on one side of the ball. He is trying to get Olave the football right here. He's looking at one thing, firing and throwing. And that is, to me, that's when Carr's the best.
3 deep zone, hook curl, flat. And so there's no one holding this hook curl, so he's got to use his eyes right here, Drew, to make sure that he stays away from where the ball is going. And honestly, just a really good route. And honestly, if Eddie Jackson right here doesn't make this tackle, you've seen it time and time again.
He's gone.
Where he's out the gate and out the back door. So I love this play right here by Derek Carr to get things going. It gets a lot.
You could also argue the ball is behind him. You could also argue the ball is behind him, which would have hurt his chances of escaping and scoring. A better throwing ball there, better chance of Olave in stride, continuing the route.
Olave in the mood, it gets him rolling. Let's see it from this point of view. Really like his footwork. Okay, you're in a short motion. You're going to end up being a stack. You have a turn route and you have a slant route. Okay, pretty much a 5-step to a 7-step wrap route, as you want to call it. In 53. Right here, he's the left hook curl. He's looking right at him to make sure he does not go this way. If this linebacker doesn't go this way, Carr can throw it, and he sure does. And I love the balance right here. He's
back in my intramural flag football 3-on-3 championship seasons. No one could move people around with their eyes like me. God, I mean, I could have people just pulling the strings. Just take this. A lot of people would say that 3-on-3 flag football intramurals is harder than the NFL. So maybe I should be doing these film breakdowns instead of Chase Daniels.
Steps up, throws it on one hitch, and this is a really, really close play to going out the back door right here.
Yeah, here we are now, play 9 in the series. So, man, a lot of things I love about this. First off, a lot of times you'll see offenses do this, especially on third down. You move a receiver across the formation to try to get a man zone read. This looks absolutely like man coverage.
Drew, you're killing me with the scoreboard.
Boundary, safety's covering him. All the corners are over. So sure enough, you travel Olave, the corner travels. You see Derek Carr right here. Alert, alert, alert. So he's basically checking now to double slants, which, hey, you like versus man coverage. And honestly, if I was here, I'd be thinking, man, I love Michael Thomas.
We knew he was going to say that, right? No one loved Michael Thomas on a slant more than Drew Brees. I wish we did more of it. I mean, this is the Bears game, so Michael Thomas has 0 receptions in this game. So we know it's not going to him.
This matchup. But, unfortunately, right here at the snap, zone. And very quickly, Derek Carr feels the zone, feels these backers dropping out right here. He doesn't like that side of the field, so he's going to work the boundary. It's a shorter throw. Soft window.
Good stuff again.
He slows up Olave with the throw here. Man, catch advantage.
But see, again with Carr, what we were saying, where it's just like one decision, boom. One decision, go.
Let's get the first down. A very headsy play by Derek Carr to keep the chains moving here early on in the game.
Yeah, but we can see it from this back view too. He's alerting it right there, right? And he's alerting it, and he's going to a man beater, but also double slant is really good versus too high as well. So that's where he ends up going. Love that play right there. Let's get on to the next. Alert, alert. 3rd and 8, big third down. Hey, Drew, what coverage do you think it is? You think it's man-to-man? It is man-to-man, mano-y-mano. They're in a double A gap mug. We've talked a lot about it here in the channel, okay? And we peeked and we watched this. All this play is just go to the end zone, turn around. Shaheed's got—
Okay, this is the touchdown to Olave. I thought this was Carr's best throw of the game. Watch. So in real time, I thought the route by Olave wasn't great, and I thought Carr threw him open. So let's see if that's what this
Mike
is.
Thomas on the back line versus cover 2, but it's man-to-man. You damn know where he is going, and he's going to his guy right here in the slot, one-on-one. You can't get a better matchup. Let's see it right here. Carr has to buy a little bit of time because they're pressuring right here.
Hey, watch
really
Olave.
Good job, honestly, and I'm going to show it from the back view.
Yeah, kind of a whatever route. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll show it again. But this is kind of what I was talking about, where you'll see it. Olave is not exactly the most crisp route in the world. He kind of gets, he gets bodied, and then he kind of turns around, and that's about it. But then Carr moves him open by throwing to the outside, which allows for the touchdown.
A little bit of time.
But I thought the route itself was I thought Carr did a lot for this play. I was really impressed with this play.
Time because they're pressuring right here. Really good job, honestly. And I'm going to show it from the back view. Honestly, like catch, touchdown, all that stuff. But this play does not get started without your guy right here, Alvin Kamara, stepping up in the A gap on a guy who's probably 40 pounds heavier than him. And Carr is able to hold on to the ball for a half second more. Olave gets into the end zone, and this is what it is, okay? Double A gap mug. We've talked about both linebackers in the A gap, okay? It looks like what they're doing right here is the center's going to the left A gap. Alvin Kamara is coming here, and this is not a fun drill. This is what they practice all camp long. This is what they do all camp long, one-on-one pass rush. Alvin Kamara holds his own right there, and honestly, he was the one who made this possible, and Carr is having to.
If Alvin doesn't handle the linebacker here, I mean, Carr's getting sacked.
Double hitch because it's press man, lets his guy work. Perfect ball placement. It's Olave or no one on that one.
And great execution all the way around. Like you said, Kamara stud. That's not what he's getting paid to do, but when he needs to, he absolutely will. Man, he is willing. So here we go. This ends up being a naked bootleg. Carr's coming out on this now. At first glance, nobody's open, right? But this is where experience, this is where that me to you connection takes form. Check this out right here. Foster Moreau's running this over route.
Oh, yeah, Foster right here.
He's not. He knows he's not going to stay open if he continues to run.
Oh, this is where he stops. Yeah, this was another good play. So this is Foster. This was great from Foster. Foster stops here. So the defender is expecting Foster to continue to the sideline. Foster just sits down, and because he does that, the defender overruns it, and he gets open.
The brakes, as we say, Top Gun Maverick, slam on the brakes, they fly right by. You retrace out. You know, in an offense, when you've got guys that have worked together for a long time, you give the leeway and opportunity to just get open at times, and this is a perfect example of one.
Yeah, that was nice. That was very nice from
Carr's
Foster.
He's looking at the flat route or the under route.
Because if he continues the route, he's not open.
Thomas on the corner, that's not open. He's looking at the over. He's saying, man, slam on the brakes. Give me a place to throw this football. Really nice job all the way around. And ends up being a big play. Anytime you can get these chunk plays, especially stuff that marries up with the run game, right? You want to run the football. And then you play action or you.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can move the chains, you can make them respect play action. Like, this is certainly a momentum builder for the offense throughout a game.
You could bootleg, get on the perimeter, man, have guys that have great feel and savviness and awareness to get open, get chunk plays.
I like how he just sort of stopped and popped too. That was
great from Foster.
All right, moving
on.
Stop
and pop.
Stop and pop, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Chunk play. Oh, okay. Look here. Look, we can't say all good things about this current play. And what the Saints have right here. First of all, they have probably one of the fastest guys in the National Football League right here, okay? And what he's going to run a deep pylon route. So he runs into the hash at 15 to 18, and he runs a very deep corner route to the pylon. You're going to have this little deep out, 18-yard out, and all Carr is going to be doing, he wants to look at this corner. If this corner attaches to this out route.
So we saw this exact same play in JT's breakdown, and Carr hit who in this situation would be Shaheed. And it was one of the better throws of that film breakdown. So it's probably the same play.
He wants to Lanchola to Rashid right here, or Shaheed right here. And what he's able to do is get open. And this is the exact look you want. You want a cover two look. You want the pylon running on a safety. Okay, I thought that this was a play that Derek Carr probably wanted back right here because.
See, this is another problem. This has been an issue with Carr where Carr is not even done with his drop, and this ball's coming out. Like, the receivers aren't 50% through their route, and the ball is already out. So this can happen a little bit with Carr, where he does just check down way too fast, and you'll see it happen
running
here.
On a safety. Okay, I thought that this was a play that Derek Carr probably wanted
Carr's
back right here.
Carr is just now getting back. I think he's feeling this pressure right here. He has no faith in his offensive line, so he just uncorks it. And look at Olave and Shaheed. I mean, they're not even close to finishing the route. And the pressure, Carr doesn't know if the pressure's there. Carr doesn't know if this is going to hold. He's just expecting it not to, and he's getting rid of the ball. I mean, Foster Moreau hasn't released yet. So this is something we see a lot with Carr that is problematic.
If you look at the pocket, it's a clean pocket,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that's fine. Look,
up.
He's already hitting his back foot. He's going into the flat to his running back. But I just want your eyes to go right here
Yeah.
on Shaheed because they have the exact look that they want. 33
2-on-1
comes down on this out route, and then he has leverage. Shaheed has leverage on this deep pylon route, and this could have been a huge.
Yeah, I mean, if Carr steps up here in the pocket, looks at Shaheed, yeah, this could have been an enormous gain, but instead it was just a wasted play.
Huge play on 2nd and 10. Love the fact that Pete Carmichael's calling this shot play on 2nd and 10. And look, there's nothing wrong with checking it down, okay?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when these shot plays are called right here, like would have loved to see, and we'll show it from the back view, just step up right here and launch it to
There you go.
Shaheed, who's having a
Like I said, 3-on-3 flag football intramural championship. I can see the pocket. You know, I'm telling you, step up, boom. Chase Daniel's 42nd behind. It's okay. He's just getting started in his YouTube career. I understand that, no problem. But yeah, I don't have a problem with checking down. I have a problem with not letting the play develop and ending it before you have to. You know, Carr, like Chase said, the pocket is clean. Carr can step up. He can step up, let the play develop, and then if he wants to check down. But just bailing out of the play for no reason is unfortunate because this could have been a huge play.
monster year so far. Look, ends up 1 yard gain. They had a chance for a shot play, and all they're doing right here is they're pulling this guard. So, you know, Carr should be right here in this A gap. He drifts a little bit this way, and I think that's why he felt like he had a little bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, he's assuming this guy is about to be in his face. He, and we've talked about this too. Carr can feel the pressure. Like, he tends to feel extra pressure sometimes before it's there. And in this situation, it's before it's there because he's got nothing but daylight right here. So, yeah.
But it's a 7-step hitch ball. He's taking 7 and no hitch and throwing it. And listen, I get it. Look, it's a lot easier to be a quarterback coach in the QB film room, and you're looking from this perspective. But we've both seen it. Like, if a play call like this comes in, you want to give it every opportunity. And I thought for the most part, he did that all game long.
Yeah, and here's what we say too: as a quarterback position, always know where your outlets are. Which that's one of your outlets, but you know what another one of your outlets is? Another one of your outlets is right here. This
Foster
over the ball. One of these.
Yep. Yeah, Foster isn't even released by the time this ball is gone. I mean, this ball is out of there, and Foster is just now getting into the route, and which has more daylight than the check down that Carr chose. It is easy to say it now, but obviously if Carr steps up over here, step up, read the play, then make a decision, better off.
These tight ends is always leaking out right there as kind of a late outlet, and if everybody's getting depth into their zone drops, then you can always get to that. But to your point, man, Shaheed's been a deep threat. Had a couple huge plays last week against Indianapolis, so I think this would have been a great opportunity to take a shot. So here we are now.
All right, second quarter. A couple plays later.
Just the very next play.
It's
a 3rd and long situation. Again, the Bears did a lot of this double A-gap mug. So these are the A-gaps right here. You mug these two linebackers. They're actually doing a nice job at times, reading which way the center's turning and then blitz in the back. In this case, they do the same thing, but it's a little bit different pressure. Watch how they handle this. Basically what happens is they see which way the center turns, and then the backer who's away from the center hammers the center right here, bang, and tries to gain that shoulder and then make a run at the quarterback. This backer will loop and bang, hit that running back and just totally try to collapse the pocket and ruin the play. But honestly, this was the key to this play was watch how the Saints handle this blitz pickup.
It's hard to pick up.
Yeah. Eric McCoy, the center, boom, he captures that backer.
And then who's this? Jamal? Yep, Jamal Williams captures the other one.
Right. He thinks he's blocking 53. 53 disappears. The next backer picks.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Saints, the improvement in the pass protection has been big time since early on. I mean, look at, like they just outlined, this is a difficult blitz package to pick up. This is disguising the blitz where these two are, switching, like Jamal and Eric are switching who they think they're going to be blocking. And watch how well they do it.
Up, bang. He stuffed.
Like, look at how clean this is now. I mean, that was seamless. Jamal read that and said, oh, I'm on this guy now, boom. And Derek has a very clean pocket.
Him provides a great pocket for Derek Carr. And then, look, I love the route structure here. Watch Alvin Kamara. He's off the ball, patience, boom, sets up Eddie Jackson.
I love this so much. I mean, how many times have I said Kamara needs to be a proactive receiver? What I hated last year was that Kamara only got dump balls. He only got the dump balls on like a 2-minute drive, and he was coming out of the backfield and just lazily, lazy plays where it was just dump it to Kamara out here in the flats. With Peyton's offense, we saw Kamara running legit routes. He is a good pass catcher and a good route runner. So having him out here as a receiver, running a proactive route, watch what he does here, how he loses the defender. He shimmy shakes the defender outside of his own shoes. I mean, take your shoes off and go sit on the bus, whoever this defender is. Kamara with a beautiful route here.
He can break left, break right. You can't be right. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. You're not covering Alvin Kamara when he's got a 3-way go. Derek probably could have gotten him the ball a little bit sooner here, maybe take this hit off, but nonetheless, throw it to one of your best players.
Well, especially a 6-man rush, right, Drew? Like the whole middle of the field is open right here, right? And that's the biggest thing.
We do see this a lot, though, and people have pointed this out. But, like, look at Thomas and Kamara. Like, they are all over each other here.
That I want to.
And we have heard about how the route trees do kind of end around each other, and that they kind of want to clean that up in the play design. But I want to see more of this from Kamara. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10 even. These plays have to be what we're doing. We talked about a play this week where Kamara, Olave, and Rashid were off on 3rd and 10, and we had to dump it off to Juwan. This is what we need to be doing on those downs. Whereas playmakers everywhere, and we're getting one of maybe our best playmaker in a favorable matchup in a spot where he can have success.
Tell everyone is like, look, let's just run this back from the start of the play. There's a lot of talk going on right here, and all of a sudden Eddie Jackson is like, oh my gosh,
he's in the Thunderdome.
Why
he's
am
in a bad
I
spot
on Alvin Kamara?
Not where you want to be.
So there's a lot of game within the game type things, and this is exactly what Drew was talking about. This pick stunt right here, it's difficult, right? McCoy ends up picking it up well. Jamal Williams steps up.
Jamal Williams,
but
perfect job.
I thought their offensive line had one of their best games blocking, and
they've been good.
Make no
One
doubt
sack
about
in
it.
3 games.
When you have this much time
don't
as a
quote me on
quarterback on 3rd and 8, you're going to make these plays, especially versus
with
6-man rush.
No middle hole player.
Exactly. All right, next play. Another 3rd down, 3rd and 6. All right, man to man. Once again, they were not afraid of doing it. Once again, you have Eddie Jackson in the slot, so they were giving no corners
not where you want to be, Eddie.
Tells, okay? And I want you to watch this play because right here, once again, the Bears just kept going back to it. They just said, hey, we're just going to keep pressuring. They ended up not getting home. Saints were really good for the most part on 3rd down.
And we can kind of expect a lot of this from the Vikings. I'm just like, hey, we're going to give you pressure. And if the Saints can do this, if they can have this kind of success up front against the Vikings, they should have similar success.
I want you to watch this tight end right here. Okay,
Big
he's going to
Juwan.
come up, running in. Shaheed with a through route. Mike Thomas's route is dirty. He's probably, it's an alert over there. But as soon as Derek Carr saw man coverage and there's nobody in the middle of the field, this is without a doubt, Drew, where he's going to end up working right here. And you can tell right here, once again, okay, the running back gets smacked, but he does his job. And just before, Carr gets hit, this is quite the route by a tight end too. A little
Juwan had a good game,
and all it is just a through.
Before the season, we identified Juwan as being someone who could be a big part of this offense. He battled some injuries early on, but he was good against the Bears.
A little in route. Make no doubt about it. This was a perfectly thrown football.
Yeah,
and honestly,
great play.
like Mike Thomas up here, crushes his guy. Thinks he should have got the ball. I like it. Okay, but Carr was.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have a problem with this ball going to Juwan, but this Mike Thomas route is a good example where, we're sitting here and we're like, how does Michael Thomas not have a catch in this game? How does he not have a catch in this? And some people think, oh, well, he must have been double covered or triple covered, and it goes to show that that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a quarterback looking somewhere else. He's never looking at Michael Thomas here, and Michael Thomas deleted the defensive back. If Thomas gets this ball right here, because Carr's released it, ball's right here. If this ball's going to Thomas, this could be a touchdown. So it's hard to say this is a miss, and I don't want to do that, but this is the kind of stuff where when you see the box score and you see Michael Thomas has no catches, you can't just assume, oh, it's because the defense took him out of the equation. Oh, it's because the defense bracketed him or anything like that. This probably is 6 for Thomas.
thinks he should have got the ball. I like it. Okay. But Carr was really right on with his accuracy. And once again, like, look, Jamal Williams, it doesn't always have to be pretty. It don't have to be pretty as long as you're able to get the job done and give your quarterback time in the pocket. Like, I think that's what people don't understand is like, yeah, he might get thrown down, but he does his job at the end of the day.
Did what he had to do. Yeah.
Teams need guys like that. Yeah. I love that. There's dudes that get game balls for scoring touchdowns, making catches. This dude gets a game ball for this game for a bunch of third down pickups where he gave Carr the opportunity to deliver the ball accurately down the field, keep drives alive, score points, win the game.
I love it. I love it. I agree.
All right, so next play here. Now, this is the theme of this play is just execution, right? This is not a complicated scheme, okay? The Saints are lined up 2 by 2.
This is a pretty simple.
Taysom Hill here in this hip position on the right tackle as a tight end, and they're basically just running flats and corners, right? I mean, this is as simple a football as you can get.
Yeah, this is a one like. Again, this is where Derek is. He doesn't even have to look at the left side of the field. Just straight up look at Taysom. Is there space? Yes, throw it.
Flats and corners on both sides, right? And honestly, the Bears probably have the perfect coverage for it, right? You got a corner in the flat to take the flat route, and you've got a safety over the top with leverage that should be able to grab the corners. But watch what happens when you just out-execute, when you just have guys that know exactly what they're doing, they know where their landmarks are, they get out on the perimeter with speed, and you know what, at times you're also saying, you know what, I'm going to throw it to one of the best all-around players in the league right here, right at the goal line, at 235 pounds and with the heart of a lion, and see if this dude can come up and make a tackle. And you know what? In most cases, he's not going to be able to. Yeah. Even if he smacks him in the back there, I think my guy is able to get that ball across the goal line. But Taysom just struts in and, you know, again, just the simplicity of it, the execution of it. It's all about execution when you get down here in the tight red.
Well, and this was the reason I put this on is it's nothing sexy, but it's a historic touchdown for Taysom Hill. He's 10 throwing, 10.
Good stuff with Skrmetta too. Again, you have Skrmetta one-on-one with the linebacker. Welcome to hell. You know, if you're this linebacker, Skrmetta with a little shimmy up. And if Carr wanted to, he probably could have held on and went to Skrmetta here.
Rushing. This was his 10th receiving. And so into the record books that Taysom Hill goes, and I know how we feel about him, so we got to give him his love. And like you said, there's nothing special about it. Taysom Hill in the hip position, it's covered too. They have the perfect coverage on it. A perfect throw with accuracy leads to him getting in that end zone. Next play right here, we got 2 more. Second and 4, Kamara's out there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, he's alerting it. He's switching plays.
It's a great play.
Oh, I love this play. Look, it's nothing crazy about it, but people don't understand that this is just an RPO. And Derek Carr can do this. They do it with Taysom a lot when he's in the hit or when he's in the quarterback position. And inside zone for these RPOs is what is very difficult in my opinion because it's the read happens a lot faster. You don't see a lot of inside zone. So his landmark's the guard. What a lot of teams do is they do stretch. They do stretch so he can ride it a little bit and see. And all
and when they do the stretch like that and ride it, then it's just the defensive end, right? The quarterback is just reading the defensive end and he's making his decision off of that one player.
All Carr is doing, he's reading this linebacker. That linebacker is unblocked right here. And all they're doing is just a little stick route, go up there, turn around. Okay, these 5 offensive linemen are running to these 4 down linemen and this linebacker. You got a bubble here to carry it out. So this is the only unblocked guy. And I just like how Carr is able to read this so quickly and like look at this like little rattlesnake.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I don't know about the rattlesnake, but you know, when I see stuff like this, it's like, why are we? I have the pen in hand. I feel like I'm really doing some grading here, some all 22. This pen is from Circa. This is all the way from Las Vegas, Circa Casino. If you're ever in Las Vegas, go to Circa. Best sports book in the world. Unbelievable facilities there. When I see stuff like this, I wonder why do we make it hard on ourselves? You know, this play right here, when we're in those like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, run this. Why are we ever in a situation without Olave, without Shaheed, without Skrmetta on the field? Why aren't we just doing this up and down the field? We obviously have playmakers. We obviously have plays that highlight them. Do this. We should not be that bad in the red zone or on 3rd down, or we shouldn't have had trouble when we can do stuff like this.
Release, like just gets it out quickly. Nothing crazy, but then with Shaheed, gets 12 yards.
Yeah, when you have players like Shaheed, Chris Olave, get them the ball and let them create.
Look, you're never going to go wrong getting the ball to Shaheed in space. But what I love about it, too, is if you look at the left side of the line, the left side center to the left is blocking run. And watch the right guard, right tackle. They're blocking pass, right? So as a linebacker, you're trying to get a read on what's happening here. You got half the line that's blocking run, half the line that's blocking pass. Quarterback obviously has the option to hand it off or throw it. Man, you can't be right as a defense. This is when you know you're cooking as an offense, where no matter what you do, defense can't be right.
And that's just a hard read for that because, like, he's right down the middle. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm used to doing it on the stretch. I really like this because he knew, hey, there's a huge void right here. Shaheed, just go up there. I love this body language by Shaheed. He turns around quickly, eyes on the ball.
Little shortstop.
Little shortstop throw right there for a big play.
And on this same drive here. All right. This is
All right, Taysom's
this is
in.
where, as a defensive coordinator, I
Good
mean,
luck.
you just pull your hair out.
I hope this is where Taysom has a little jump cut to the outside because if this is that play, this is what made me say, hold on a second, maybe Taysom's the best running back in the NFL.
Taysom Hill comes in the game.
I hope this is.
And he's playing 10 to 12 snaps at quarterback, and you have no idea what this guy's going to do. The first thing you have to make sure you can do is protect him from just knocking your face off, because he's a fullback back there playing quarterback.
Yeah.
You're picking up an extra blocker, right? I mean, this is
And they keep rewinding it right at the moment I want to see if he cuts to the outside.
Chase, if you and I are in the game here, we're pitching this ball to Jamal Williams, right? And we're one guy short on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But instead, Taysom's catching this ball. Jamal Williams now becomes a lead blocker.
Along
And honestly,
with
again,
along
this
with
is execution all the way
Jawan
around.
and a
Watch
lineman.
exactly how they pick this up. I mean, this is textbook, right? This is they are down, around.
Yeah, they're
around,
double. Yep.
around.
You gain an extra blocker.
You are picking up all these guys with these three that just pulled 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're down, and then Taysom is just navigating his way through this mess. But
It's impressive.
how do you stop it? Because now Eddie Jackson even gets picked
Oh, yeah,
up by
he is about to jump
the
cut.
center.
Watch him jump cut.
Center's getting up to the free
Eric
safety.
McCoy's getting up to the free safety.
They got everyone blocked.
So
All right,
they
so he gets
literally have
through, and then he
everyone
cuts to the
blocked,
outside.
and the
Boop.
angles are perfect. Everyone's getting covered up.
Yeah,
And honestly,
right there.
Like go back real quick.
Powerful.
The effort by number 98, newly acquired.
Let me say this too, and this is what I hinted at in an earlier video this week. If we cannot run the football how you would normally run it, with our running backs and just normal running plays, and it's because of our offensive line, let's make this the running game. Let's make this the premier focus of our running game, where we're pulling extra blockers. We have all these people out here, and we do it until the defense stops us. I mean, I would rather do this 15 times a game for 5-6 yards a carry than run Jamal Williams and Kendra Miller and Alvin Kamara up into the line of scrimmage for 3 yards a carry. I really think we should utilize this and put more of an emphasis on these kind of plays.
Acquired, newly rich defensive end
See ya.
Montez Sweat is very impressive on this play because he makes it.
Well, he makes the play, and honestly, you can't make the play any better than he just made it, and it's a 18-yard gain almost by the New Orleans Saints.
Yes.
So again, like such a weapon, Taysom Hill is when he is in the backfield.
So good.
As a runner, and then the opportunity to.
Yeah, look at how good Montez Sweat is. Sweat's over here, right? He chases Taysom Hill
Push
down.
the ball down the field.
Watch
as well.
Sweat.
Yeah, I love it. Let's see it from this view right here. And then honestly,
Watch Montez.
this is
Look
the
at
effort
him.
that stood out.
Hawks-
I know
look
it was
at
an
the
18-yard
Hawks
game,
him
but
down.
Montez Sweat,
He
newly
scores
acquired.
if it's not for
He
Montez
scores
Sweat.
if it's not for Montez Sweat. And last play here.
Crazy.
See what we got. 17-17.
The old all cross.
The old all cross with Taysom Hill as
All right,
quarterback,
Taysom in.
and oh my gosh, they have a defensive.
Oh,
tackle
Kalen Saunders. This is the
playing
Kalen package.
fullback. And so what they've shown, I'm just going to let this play run, and then so you're able to see it. It's the old all cross play with a shallow cross and two.
Yeah, so what they've been doing in this package is Saunders is the lead blocker for Taysom. But here they're trying to do some trickeration, have Saunders go out in the flat. Taysom, they're trying to get him involved. So
two deep
Taysom's
crosses.
first
So
read's over here.
All you want to do here on this tight end is just get lost. You're number one.
Yeah.
You're number two. And Taysom actually gets to number three. This fullback in the flats and alert as soon as you see him take it, it's out. And it's just amazing because early in the game they ran this and they followed the fullback. So Pete Carmichael doing an excellent job getting this set up. And look, it's the fourth quarter, 17-17. There's 20 guys right here in between the hashes, and you're thinking, oh, Taysom's going to run.
So Taysom looks. This is taken away. He immediately starts progressing. Watch Taysom's progression here. This is impressive for a running back.
Going to run. Nope.
All right, so Taysom progresses, looks over here. He sees it. Who's this, Rashid? Calling for it.
And once again...
Oh, no, that's Juwan Johnson calling for it. I mean, he's just wide open. So, again, great play call, great play design. Good job by Taysom. The Bears, whoopsie poopsie. Juwan's wide open.
Wide open. But I want you to look at Jamal Williams. Look at this block. Once again, the dude is getting dirty. Yeah! Chops him down.
Game ball, I'm telling you.
Game ball. And I love this big 99
here.
right here, though. Okay, all it is a little all cross, shallow cross is what we call it. Okay, you're over there. You got 17 coming here. You got fullback. A lot of stuff happening. Kudos to Taysom Hill for really getting this.
Good, interesting breakdown. I will say I thought Brees might be a little more vocal. I think everyone wants to hear what the greatest Saints quarterback of all time, what he thinks, how he's breaking down the game. But he, deferred to Chase Daniels. It is funny. I mean, it is funny watching these athletes and celebrities take up YouTube and streaming and whatever else. It's very interesting. But good video, solid video. And look, the Saints offense, I think what we're seeing is a lot of progression. Pete Carmichael's got a lot of flack, especially for me, to start the season. Some of this design, some of these choices, some of that, it is getting better. I really have a good feeling about where this offense is going. It's easy to criticize the offense because the offense is what everyone pays attention to. The offense is what makes football games go around, right? So everyone's hyper-focused on the offense. And make no mistake about it, the Saints offense was garbage, but they have improved. They have adjusted. Offensive line's adjusted. The play design, the play calling, all that stuff's adjusted. Cars, everyone's kind of starting to figure it out. This is, I think you can be cautiously optimistic about what the Saints are doing on offense. If they can put a couple of games together, Pete is showing you. And I'll give Pete this. He's being creative. He's taking chances. I think he's starting to kind of get comfortable. I think he's starting to kind of get there. He does need to clean some stuff up, like the 3rd and 10 with all of our good players off the field, no doubt. But there's a lot of good in this tape, for sure. So I think, guys, again, 12-5. Who says no? 12-5, division winner. I mean, 12-5. You'll be in the conversation for the 1 seed. It's right there for us. I'm telling you. I mean, maybe not 12-5, but at least you're in the conversation for the 2 seed somewhere in there. Is right there for us. We need to be perfect. We can't lose. We can lose to the Lions but I have a lot of optimism right now with the Saints. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. What did you think about the Drew Brees Chase Daniel breakdown tag team? Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.